Good evening and welcome to the rinks in Hauppauge, Long Island, New York for Skylands Kings hockey. Mike Formisano here calling tonight's action as the Skylands Kings 15 and under AA squad gets set to take on the PAL Blue Knights. Welcome to Long Island and welcome to Saturday night hockey here as the Kings coming off a defeat at the hands of the New Jersey Bandits yesterday by a score of 4-0. Well, they're looking to get back in the winning side of things tonight as they go across the George Washington Bridge, travel to Long Island to take on the PAL Blue Knights squad that has only won twice this season. So they're looking to get a win tonight, the Kings. 5-9, 1-2 on the season. One tie, 2 overtime losses. So, let's go over the rosters. We'll start with the PAL Blue Knights. Number 4 is Kevin Schwartz. Number 8, Will Bryant. Number 11, Dylan Gray. Number 12, Jeremy Maresca. Number 13, Joseph Costa. 14, Ethan Kahn. 15, Robert Verlin. 18, Cohen Geekus. Number 19, Ryan Welter. 22, Jake Hayes. 27, Justin DeSeal. 37, Ian Groshans. 45, Bradley Kaufman. Number 53, Jake DiPietro. 56, Matthew Ackerman. 72, Gavin McCormick. Number 88, Aiden Ty. Number 98, Ryan McCormick. And the goalies, number 33, Anthony Campono. Number 40, Sean Walgemuth. For the Skylands Kings, we start with number 4, Tyler Fazio. Number 8 is Michael Jancarelli. Number 9, Aiden Arminger. Number 11, Vincent Pizza. Number 12, Jonathan Dickon. Number 14, Braden Clyde. Number 17, Maddox Claudio. 18, Gabriel Stampone. Number 19, Connor Dunn. Number 20, Gio Valente. 22 is Michael Formisano. Number 25, Rocco Gallucci. 91, Justin Church. Number 96 is Mason Filato. The goalies, number 1, Braden Contrini. And number 29, Ethan Scanlon. The head coach of the Skylands Kings 15 and under AA squad is Zach Sheik. Assistant coaches Nate Nussbaum and Charlie Spetz. Team mom is Trish Arbinger. I'm Mike Formisano. We're here live at the rinks on Long Island in Hauppauge as the Skylands Kings from Jersey travel across the GW through Manhattan all the way to Long Island to take on the PAL Blue Knights. And that is next right here on Facebook Live. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Long Island and the rinks in Hauppauge for Skylands Kings hockey. Mike Formisano here on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. The Kings taking on the PAL Blue Knights. And we have the Kings in their navy jerseys tonight with gold and white trim. They will be going right to left on your screen. The PAL Blue Knights in their white jerseys with dark blue and powder blue. And they're going to go left to right. Two teams have played each other a lot over the years, 6-7 years at least, in different levels, from Pee-wee to Bantam, now to Midgets. So they know each other very well. We'll see who the goaltenders will be. It looks like it's going to be number 33, Anthony Campono, for the PAL Blue Knights. And for the Kings, number 1, Braden Contrini, headed to the net tonight as he gets the Saturday night start as Ethan Scanlon got Friday night. Oh, we are ready for Saturday night hockey from Long Island, New York. Opening line for the Kings will be number 18, Gabriel Stampone. Number 11, Vincent Pizza. Number 22, Michael Formasato. Along with Braden Clyde and Michael Giancarelli on defense. Here we go. Face-off between Costa and Stampone. Face-off won by the Kings, and it goes over to Clyde. Tries to penetrate inside the zone. Stopped by the Blue Knights. Over to Ty. Ty has it. Tipped by Formasato. Goes over to Pizza. Now played outside the zone by Clyde. Clyde will slap it in. Over to Groshans. Ian Groshans. Tipped in by the Blue Knights. It goes all the way down into the Kings' end of the ice, but it's an icing on the play. 17-minute periods here in midget hockey. 15 and under AA level. Face-off will be to the right of Capone. Or Capono. Stampone to take the draw. Into the equipment of number 8, Will Bryant. Good check by Giancarelli as it slides in, and Contrini will stick it aside. Here's Klein. Up to Pizza. Just off his stick. Shot saved by Contrini, and he covers before number 72, Gavin McCormick, can jump on it. We are just underway here at the rinks in Hidden Pond Park in Hauppauge, Long Island. Face-off to the right of Contrini. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz tipped in. Contrini gets a pad on it. Now, Jonathan Dicken. Dicken clears his own past Claudio. Comes back into the King's end. Now here's Rocco Gallucci. Dicken will pass it up to Church. Justin Church tipped by Bryant. Bryant coming in, save Contrini. Now another shot. Contrini will stick that aside. Here's Dicken. Over to Schwartz. We have a player tripped down. Looks to be Jonathan Dicken, so I think we're going to have a Kings power play. 15:40 to go, first period, and Bryant will go to the penalty box. Will Bryant to the sin bin for the next minute and a half, and no, 2 minutes, that's right. At the midget level, it's 2 minutes. And so the Kings to the first power play of the evening. It'll be Stampone, Church, and Pizza out there, along with Connor Dunn and Jonathan Dicken on the draw. Stampone turns around, pass back to Dicken. Dicken fires, score! Jonathan Dicken just underneath the crossbar. Only 7 seconds into the power play. And the Kings take a 1-0 lead. Well, Stampone passes back to Dicken, and Dicken lets it rip and beats goaltender Anthony Capono with 15:33 to go in the first period. 1-0 Kings lead. So now face-off between Stampone and number 15 for the Blue Knights, Robert Verlin. Verlin used to play on the Long Island Whalers. I remember his name from there. Played over the red line, comes back. Dunn and Klein collide together. Stampone now back to Armiger. And dumped in by Klein. Goes all the way around, wraps it around the boards. Here's Connor Dunn in the near corner. Gets a check by Verlin. Sends it all the way back around, and there is Pizza. Vincent Pizza will backhand it behind the PAL Blue Knight goal. Picked up by McCormick and sent over to Verlin. Robert Verlin over the blue line. Verlin looking to come in. Can't get around Armiger. Armiger cuts him off. Good defensive play by Aiden Armiger. Now along the boards, behind the net, McCormick. Good check. Now off the side of the net, and it goes all the way down the ice into the PAL Blue Knights side of action. Just underway here at the rinks in Hauppauge in Hidden Pond Park, where the Skylands Kings have grabbed a 1-0 lead. Here's Claudio. Claudio coming with Valente. Claudio to Valente. Off his skate. It's underneath Capoto, and it'll cover. Good save by the Blue Knight netminder. Now the faceoff will be deep inside the PAL zone. 14:10 to go, first period. Just underway on this Saturday night in November. Outside the zone, and Giancarelli will pick it up. Now Kevin Schwartz with it. Over to Maresca. Back to Schwartz. He'll send it in off of Dickin. And Dickin and Giancarelli. Giancarelli gives it to Claudio. Stolen away by Costa. Costa over the crossbar. Now DiPietro in front of the Kings bench. Gets a check. And now it frees it up for Valente. Valente and Claudio 2-on-1. Claudio on the backhand. Stolen away by Schwartz. And Maresca will pass it up. Taken off his stick by Klein, who gets a two-handed shove by the Blue Knights, number 53, Jake DiPietro. Claudio back to, intercepted. Maresco will play in the zone. Here's Klein. Braden Klein with it now. Sends it to Galucci, now over to Claudio. Claudio will send it in, and a line change. DiPietro behind the net. Formasano with a check on him. Now tied. Over to Braden Klein, who sends it in. Behind the net, Capono has it. Taken away by Stampone. Stampone along the far boards. Big check. Comes back to the point. Here's Klein. Klein lets it rip. Saved by Capono. Now Church. Back to Armiger. Armiger sends it around. Stampone. Gives it to Church. Church in the near corner in front. Knocked aside. And outside the zone, there's Ty. Aiden Ty coming in on Armiger. He's got a man with him. Shot. Goes wide. Picked up by Church. Tipped by McCormick. McCormick will send it around. Now Klein with it. Klein. Pass up to Formasano. Off his skate. Taken away by Stampone. Here's Stampone with Church and Formasano. Can't get over the blue line. And it goes back to the Kings. Dickin to Armiger. Stolen by Bryan. Now Armiger with it. Here's Church. Verlin sends it across ice. Off the skate of Filato. Now over to Verlin. Verlin with the shot off the apron of the goal on the side. Now Groshans with the shot. Saved by Contrini, and he'll hold on. 11:28 to go. First period. Kings lead over the PAL Blue Knights. 1-0 on a power play goal by Jonathan Dickin. Assisted by Gabriel Stampone. Face off to the left of Contrini. Beautiful rink here. It's actually two rinks side by side here in Hauppauge at Hinton Pond Park. Nice facility. It's been up since 1974, but they did a lot of renovations to it. Filato with the shot. Saved by Anthony Capono, and he'll cover. The youth hockey has really grown on Long Island over the past 20, 30, 40 years. A lot of rinks have gone up. The old racket rink in the 1980s to Cadillac Park in Hicksville. Now you have here the rinks. You have the Dix Hill rink. You have Iceworks, Northwell Health. A lot of rinks nowadays. It's good. It's good to see the sport growing. Puck comes over to Pizza in the far corner. Now Klein along the far boards. It's tipped, and it goes over to Jake Hayes. Hayes coming in, shot just over the glove of Contrini, but it missed the net. Bounces all the way to center ice. Now Schwartz. Tipped by Dunn. Connor Dunn sends it in on the delayed offside. Kings clear the zone. Here the Blue Knights with it. Here's McCormick. Blocked out by Filato. Good check on Costa. And it comes over to Kevin Schwartz. Pizza pokes it loose. Vincent Pizza. Filato in. Filato tripped down as Capoto gloves it down. 10:15 to go, first period, 1-0 Kings over the PAL Blue Knights. Mike Formisano here on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's Stampone. Puck sent all the way around. There's Gallucci. Rocco Gallucci. Stampone tried to tip it toward the net. Comes back to Dickon, intercepted. Now Maresca with it. Maresca skates in, shot right to the breadbasket of Contrini, and he'll cover. 9:56 to go, first period. Face-off won by Shikas. To Maresca. Stolen away by the Kings. Looking for the home run pass to Valente off the boards. And they say Valente is offside. Oh, if he was offside by like a quarter of a step. So now 9:48 to go in period number 1. And the faceoff's actually going to come to the blue line just outside the Kings zone. Because the pass came from inside, that's why. Stampone steals it in front, nobody home. Taken away by the Blue Knights. Here's Dickon, up to Valente. Valente gets a blow by Kahn. Dickon has it back at his own blue line. Pass to Gallucci. Rocco Gallucci on the red line. He'll send it up all the way around. Capoto out of his net. Stop it there. Gives it to Kahn. Checked by Claudio. Now here comes Ian Groshans. Groshans over the blue line. Groshans coming in. Gallucci defended. Groshans goes into the near corner. Sends her out of Maresca. Claudio with the check. Stampone steals it. Off the boards. All the way up the ice. And into center ice it goes. Groshans, Claudio on him. Taken away by Gallucci. Here's Clyde. Clyde, cross ice pass. Over to Schwartz. Puck knocked down. Armiger will take it behind the Kings' net. Here's Aiden Armiger. Sends it up and around. Now Church. Kaufman has that. There's Ty. Right off the blue line stripe that goes to the Kings bench. Comes back inside the zone, delayed offside. 8:19 to go, first period, 1-0 Kings. Here's Justin Church. Trying to hit Formisano. Formisano on the blue line. Oh, big check on DiPietro. Tried to stop him. Now Church. Back to Armiger. Armiger sends it right back in the corner. Church right in front. And Capoto will cover it for the face-off. 7:59 to go, first period. 1-0 Kings on a goal by Jonathan Dickon. He was 7 seconds into a power play, and the Kings 1-1 on the man advantage tonight. Blue Knights have it. Groshans behind the net. Good check by Dickon. Oh, it's in front. Stampone steals it. Backhanded toward the net by Pizza. And it's intercepted by Groshans. Here's Costa coming in. Costa with the shot, deflected by Giancarelli. Off the glass, it lands back down the ice. Pizza on the far side. Here's Vincent Pizza. Coming over the red line, now over the blue. He's got Connor Dunn with him. Dunn. Checked off the puck by Groshans. Steals it away, gives it to Bryant. Will Bryant has it. Cross ice pass, and Dickon will pick it up for the Kings. Jonathan Dickon gives to Michael Giancarelli. Taken away by Schwartz. Kevin Schwartz in. Shot. Knocked down by Giancarelli. It's in front, and Contrini will put the glove on it and freeze it for a face-off. 7:05 to go, first period. 1-0 Kings lead. We are coming to you live from the rinks in Hauppauge, Long Island, New York. Saturday night hockey here for the Skylands Kings. Next Friday, they'll head down to Hollydale in Sewell, New Jersey for the third and final showcase of the 2025-26 season. Puck goes wide behind the net. 4 games, 1 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Here's Klein. Braden Klein sends it around to Galucci. Over to Claudio. All the way down the ice it goes. Kings give chase. There's Valente. We've got a whistle. It's going to be an icing on the play. All the way back down to the Skylands Kings end of the ice. One nothing Kings lead over the PAL Blue Knights here on this Saturday night from Long Island. Face off to the left of Contrini. Chicas puts it forward. Taken by Klein. He sends it outside the zone to Valente. Gio Valente racing in. The shot off the post. Valente rings iron. And now it's back at the point. There's Klein. And a player for the Kings gets knocked down. I think the Blue Knights are going to go on the penalty kill. Kings to a power play as number 53, Jake DiPietro, to the Sidman. 2-minute penalty for the Blue Knights. And the Kings to their second power play of the evening. Face off. Back to Pizza. Down to Dickon. Dickon across to Church. Church. Pass in. Stampone has it. Back to Church. Church. Slap shot by Dickon. One-timer is deflected. And cleared all the way down the ice by Groshans. Dickon comes back to collect it. Verlin slaps his stick. Tries to steal it. Comes back outside the zone. Sends it in. Intercepted by Stampone. Gabriel Stampone. Nice move. Stampone the shot. Score! Gabriel Stampone dinks the defender. Puts it back on his forehand. And beats the goaltender, Anthony Campono. Another power play goal for the Kings. And they take a 2-0 lead. Gabriel Stampone's goal comes 5:50 remaining in period number 1. Stampone gives the Kings a 2-0 edge. So now, face-off won by the Blue Knights. Back inside their zone. There is DiPietro. He misses it as he tried to pass it out. Costa will give it up to Schwartz. Formasano tried to block that. Here's Valente. Valente sends it around. Campono over to Schwartz. Formasano forechecking. Big check by Formasano. Steals it. Puts it on net. Goes behind the net. Now Filato sends it up. There's Valente. Gio Valente in the near corner. Around to Ceccarelli. Michael Ceccarelli to Braden Klein. Moresco picks it up. Cross ice pass intercepted by Formasano. Now over to Filato. Mason Filato. Pass up the ice. There's Klein, intercepted by Schwartz. One player I have not seen tonight for the Kings is Tyler Fazio. I'm wondering if he's not able to make it tonight. Contrini makes the save and covers. Shots on goal favoring the Kings 9-5 with 4:38 to go in the first period. Saturday night hockey from Long Island, from the rinks. Spell it R-A-N-X. Face-off goes over to Dickon. Here's Jonathan Dickon. Pass to Aiden Armiger. Now to Dunn. Groshans intercepts. Sends it back around. There's Dickon. Over to Armiger. Up along the boards, Groshans intercepts. Ian Groshans tried to get it toward the net. And Dickon has it on the far boards. Oh, right into a teammate. That was Pizza. Vincent Pizza picks it up. Good backhand move. Swims into the zone. Dunn. It was taken right off his stick. And here's Ty. Aiden Ty will backhand it toward the Kings net. Here's Armiger. Armiger gets a check. Now Kaufman over to Schwartz. Schwartz, good move around Armiger. Schwartz just missed the backhand past the left post. Delayed offside as the Kings will clear. Now sent in by Klein. All the way around. DiPietro. Down to Bryant. Gallucci after it. So head down to the other end of the rink on an icing. One thing we're going to do that we didn't normally do on Facebook years ago is after each period, we're going to stop the feed and then start up a new one because the files get too big. I need to transfer it somewhere. We're going to be able to save it and archive it. And since Facebook has been deleting videos longer than 30 minutes, or 30 days, I should say, want to make sure that we're able to archive it somewhere with not a lot of memory. So we're going to stop after the first period, start up a new feed here on Facebook Live, and then we'll do the same thing after the second period. So we'll split the game into 3 periods. Scrub for the puck, round the near boards. Taken away by Claudio. Maddox Claudio. Claudio comes in behind the net. Good poke check by the goalie, Campono. Back to Jancarelli. He'll let it come outside the zone. Jancarelli, takes a stick by McCormick right into the midsection. Now Schwartz. Jancarelli gives it to Valente. Valente along the boards. And now stolen by Filato. Mason Filato in. Filato tries to find Claudio. It's just past him. Here's Klein. Braden Klein sidesteps the defender. Top of the... deflected right in front by Formasano, just over the crossbar. As the shot by Klein came in, Formasano was looking to deflect that in, and it just went over the crossbar. Now Jancarelli off of Filato. Comes back in. Offside as Claudio was a step in. Minute 48 to go, first period. 10-5 shots on goal. Kings lead 2-0. Jonathan Dicken, Gabriel Stampone with your goals. Face-off just outside the Blue Knight zone. Church has it, sends it in. Goes all the way to the far corner. Picked up by Kahn. Kahn to Groshans. Groshans back outside the zone. Kings regroup. There's Jancarelli. Jancarelli, Stampone, now Formasano in front of the Blue Knight bench. Sends it in. Capono back behind his net, trying to play it. Stopped by Church. In the corner. Backhanded by Formasano. There's Church. Jancarelli will skate in. Pass across. Now picked up by the Kings. Stampone. Church. Goes over to Groshans. Groshans gets a check from Formasano. Now Jancarelli will send it all the way down. It's going to be an icing as is behind the red line. 58 ticks to go in period number 1. Kings lead 2-0. On a goal by Jonathan Dicken. 7 seconds into a power play to open the scoring. And then Gabriel Stampone with a nice deep past defense and beats the goaltender 5-hole for a 2-0 lead. Dicken sends it around. Here's Schwartz with it. Kevin Schwartz being pressured by Connor Dunn. Turns back around. Maresca on the backhand. Outside the zone. Here's Verlin. Verlin with the pass to Maresca. Through the crease, or through the slot, I should say. Over to Pizza on the far end. Here's Connor Dunn. And goes all the way down the ice. Icing on the play. 23.5 to go. First period. 2-0 Kings lead. Face off deep inside their zone. Here's the draw. Comes back to Armiger. Aiden Armiger is done along the boards. Now Groshans. Dickon has it behind the net. Jonathan Dickon. Along the near boards. Sends it out to Dunn. Connor Dunn gives chase. And it's going to cross the goal line, so it'll be another icing. 6.3 to go, first period. Fast-moving first period here at the rinks. Face-off will come to the left of Contrini. Costa will take it for the Blue Knights. Stampone for the Kings. It's won by Stampone. Goes to Claudio. Off the glass. Goes all the way down to the Blue Knights. And then there's the buzzer for the end of the first period. 2 goals by the Kings. Both power play tallies. Jonathan Dickon and Gabriel Stampone. And at the end of one period, it's Skylands Kings leading the PAL Blue Knights. 2-0. We'll start a new feed. We'll come right back right here on Facebook Live. Come on back with us at the end of one period from the rinks in Hauppauge. 2-0 Kings on Facebook Live.